Hi Taurus, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. Today we have a rune reading for you, Taurus. We do, yeah. And so we have your runes right here, and I have, pulled them randomly, of course. I don't know which ones I'm pulling because they're just kind of, in this little kind of a bowl that I'm kind of, but I have placed them here, and I have already looked at your reading, is because this is how I'm doing this right now. Maybe in the future, we'll do it a little different. But you have a very interesting reading here, Taurus. I feel like you do. And we have some wisdom that you are, a wisdom and an understanding, I believe, that you have. I feel like this definitely has to do with your person or somebody that you could be waiting for. I feel like some of your energy here is just about how you feel this person is maybe dealing with their own situation, possibly. I feel like you may not be with this person. No, you may not. So you could be either waiting patiently for them or waiting impatiently. It could be a combination or a mix. You could possibly know that it's a time for you to wait and not take action. You could be feeling that this person here is, I feel like they are coming in this reading, and I feel like all misunderstandings are going to be cleared up. Yeah, and you may know that, but I feel like you are in this reading. You could both be, you and this person, dealing with or have a beautiful, like be experiencing some major wisdom or insight, possibly. But we have the first rune here. This is Ansu's, and this is the mouth, right? This talks about communication, messages. This person is probably going to be messaging you very soon, or you are doing this. This could be a reverse reading, just like in the tarot. This can talk about, all types of conversations, and conversations that may bring an awakening or maybe just a recognition, right? This can also talk about wisdom that we have kind of inherited from our ancestors, possibly. Could be the type of energy, could be where maybe just through over time, or what we have learned maybe from our ancestors, or what would my mom do, what would my dad do in the situation, something like that. It could be, but regardless, if that is the case or not, this is a time when communication is going to flow freely. And I don't believe this person is here yet. I feel like you are either waiting for them, but maybe they could be contacting you with communication that is very clear, or maybe there will be a time to speak with this person where I feel like all misunderstandings, I feel like there was some type of misunderstanding in the past. It could be a misunderstanding where there was a conversation had where somebody maybe misjudged somebody because of the poor communication between you guys. And it could be a misunderstanding where somebody has now had an awakening and they do understand what is going on now. It could be one of those, it could be either, or maybe both, possibly. But with Ansu's, all communication will be improved, yeah. And conversations will be like successful, right? Understanding between two people will be very easy, yeah. It's also, this also can talk about a good time for your projects, where we can just trust in ourselves because we are kind of listening to ourselves. There's no place for fear here, no. And we also, if you are giving any type of presentations or anything like that, those will be very successful or clear, and you're going to feel very understood, right? Because of a higher level of thought or this wisdom that you are like receiving or you have gained, right? Yeah, all misunderstandings can be cleared out of the way right now. And I feel like for some, this has to do with your person. Yeah. We have Isa here as well. And this is, this is really means ice. And it can talk about something cold, right? It can speak of something that is delicate. I feel like this is probably something that is delicate here. Yeah, and so the communication now will kind of support that type of a delicate situation. When you have something delicate and the communication is poor, uh, you can only create possibly havoc, right? So we have here, Taurus, with this Isa. Isa can be good or bad because it just can, right? Because ice, uh, possibly sometimes it is needed, right? And sometimes it is too cold, possibly for maybe existence, right? But this Isa can talk about, since it can be cold or good or bad, kind of, it can talk about, ambivalent feelings, or somebody has mixed feelings or conflicted feelings. And sometimes they are not exactly the same. No, sometimes like a mixed feelings or conflicted, right? Mixed can be like, there are good feelings and bad feelings, and conflicted can be like possibly, well, I really want this, but I'm maybe possibly a little fearful over here or something like that, right? Yeah, so they are not exactly the same. But this can be about something or somebody, right? I feel like this is somebody. I feel like this is probably somebody that maybe from your past, that anything that was misunderstood within you or with them or between each other will be cleared up, because this Ansus is a rune of clear communication, but it is also a rune of wisdom, right? Which is kind of communication within yourself. Yeah. Okay. And so something could be hidden here with Isa, possibly, or something could be inhospitable, kind of, which is kind of negative, maybe, or uh, something that is maybe not something that. Sometimes it can talk about something that is not uh, maybe not so positive, possibly. But the opposite of this here is, because Isa can be both good and bad, is extreme beauty or purity. And this can talk about like keeping something or conserving something or preserving or protecting it. And I feel like something here will be protected because of misunderstandings will be cleared up. I feel like there's a reunion here. Yeah. And there is a higher wisdom going on, most likely for some of you, like this could be about that, where there is wisdom gained and now things are cleared. Old doubts, maybe, or issues, problems, arguments, maybe, but now everything is clear and there is wisdom as well. So it's a very beautiful energy. But with this Isa here, I feel like you or this person, or you are trying to conserve something, right? Which is kind of like to save it, right? Or preserve it. But to conserve it and to protect and keep it. This also talks about self-control, a higher intuition, as does Ansu's, because this is wisdom, right? And so this higher intuition, which can be wisdom, this is also knowing when to stand back, because Isa talks about something that is frozen. It's like a time where nothing changes, kind of like because of the ice, right? Kind of a standstill, if you will. You could be knowing, Taurus, that you need to stand back to analyze, and that's it, and not take any action right now. This is why you could be waiting for this person maybe with your strong will, or they have been waiting possibly to come forward, because this is a time of waiting and of great wisdom, I believe, with this other, with Ansu's. Great wisdom. And I feel like this great wisdom is going to bring clarity between you and this person. Yeah. And this intuition. Somebody has I feel like somebody here has awakened on some level. So this could be a time to accept kind of what is the status quo. It could be a time to avoid acting in impulse, right? And to wait patiently, possibly. Isa also reminds us to understand or analyze things, look at things from both sides, which is what you are always supposed to do. You are supposed to kind of try to walk in your person's shoes, so to speak, right? This is what we are trying to do in life about everything, everybody we come into contact with, right? Especially somebody where there is maybe adversity, or or people in the street, right, who maybe have completely different beliefs. Those people may be in fear, right? And so this is why we are, and usually they are, except for the real evil people, right? But usually this is a time to kind of step back and really try to see things from both sides. This also talks about having the courage to analyze and view this whole situation with courage, right? And putting your emotions aside. In other words, looking at things with rational thoughts rather than emotional impulses. So we also have, let's see what else we have here. This also talks about coming back wiser, right? And lighter, feeling lighter. And I feel like this could be both of you, or you kind of about the situation, or them about the situation. It can be both, which is very interesting, because there's a very kind of give and take, or equal understanding on both sides, I should say. So hold on one second, you guys, because here come the noisy lawnmowers. Hold on a second, please. Okay, sorry you guys, but it's just they start kind of blowing toxins in here, and like with their their little pollution making blower and things. And I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, thanks for waiting, you guys. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. And the next rune we have is Awaz. This is in the return. This is the horse, the M, right? Here he is, in the reverse here. And so this can talk about taking action. But I feel like, this also kind of, goes with this Isa a little bit, because Isa reversed can speak. This is actually in the upright, but this talks about, Isa like kind of waiting patiently, or waiting to take action while analyzing. It can. And so now we have this Awaz in the reverse here, and this talks about the horse, but it talks about like in the reverse, not taking action, right? This can talk about somebody here knows it is not the right time to take action. This could be you possibly thinking maybe this person, your person here, might not think it's the right time to take action. There's like planning here in this reading. And I feel like you are aware of that this person, for some, might be planning, or you could be hoping that they are planning to come forward, right? I also feel like you are very aware here of possibly this person may be going through an awakening, or possibly trying to understand maybe, or like clear the way about old misunderstandings you may have had with this person. So if you are not taking action here, it could be because you know it is not the right time, because there's waiting over here with Isa, right, or Isa. But I feel like this right here, you could be kind of analyzing this, and possibly maybe feeling like they could be in fear to come forward, or possibly that they have been in fear. It's a possibility here. But I feel like this is more of like kind of in the past, because I feel like all this fear or miscommunication or something is going to be cleared away. Let's see what it says here. Yeah, this you may know it's not the right time to take action, or that someone or your person may be fearful, possibly, or waiting to take action. And this could be waiting. This is why this could be in the reversed, right? Like pending. This person may be waiting to take action. I feel like you know that. And this can be like patiently waiting because the right time may be really important. And Isa also talks about the right time. It can. This can talk about a journey, physical or metaphysical, right? I feel like in this reading it's probably both. And with regard to your career, this is a time of advancement. This can also talk about like kind of a time of somebody finding their place in the world, right? Maybe finding their place with the right person. Yeah. There could be impatience right now or patience. I feel like it's a bit of both. Or patience was needed and now it's possibly that, it's possible that somebody feels impatient, like, oh, I've been patient long enough. It could be that type of energy. This could be a time of forced inactivity, like it's not exactly the right time to take action. This AWAS reversed, Taurus, this can speak of the desire for somebody regardless of the cost or possibly sacrifice. And, with this in the reverse, somebody may know that things can work out fine if there is a well-organized plan, possibly with the right timing. So we have Kinos. This is also reversed, which is interesting because it points forward in the reverse and it points kind of backwards in the upright. So this is reversed here, and this is Kinos, and this is the torch or the flame. This is fire energy. Doesn't have to be somebody's necessarily a fire sign, but this can talk about, with Kinos and the torch or the flame, it talks about an illumination or a heating of something. We have a certain amount of illumination with this rune here, the first one, which talks about clearing out misunderstandings. So here with Kinos reversed, it can talk about an energy that can be good or destructive, both. It speaks of a fever or desire that burns uncontrollably. And with AWAS reversed, we can have a wonderful or a terrible desire for somebody, like the need to be with the person that you desire. So here we have Kinos in the reverse. This can talk about a fever or desire that burns uncontrollably or that consumes somebody. This usually speaks about tension. Somebody could be agitated here, and this could be you or this person. Because I feel like this is very deep here. And these could be your thoughts about this person while you wait for them, because you may know that they are waiting for the exact time to come. This could also be a time where somebody might be depressed or just maybe agitated. This could be a time of destruction. And Kinos speaks about a time of change. Yeah, and it also tells us that we cannot control everything, just like we cannot control fire. And we have to acknowledge this, that we cannot control everything, which can imply that along with this change, that there could have been destruction, and that's we can't control that, or there could have been loss maybe for somebody here. Somebody could be very angry right now, and once again, passion could be burning uncontrollably. And this is not a time to judge yourself or anybody else here in this situation. I feel like you probably know this. But instead, be compassionate and learn from our mistakes. So it's not a time to judge yourself or this person. There's a great wisdom here. I believe there is. And an understanding. Yeah. And we're going to go to your person's extended. We are. And we're going to have 4 runes just like this. I feel like it's going to be very beautiful and very telling, and I really want to see it. Yeah, I really do, you guys. I have the link below. These are all super affordable, and yeah, this is going to get real deep about your person. Thank you so much for joining me here, you guys, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe.